Hey, Lovely here, aka your mama on a mission. Just wanting to shoot a quick video, and I often talk about setting goals, living with intention, and taking baby steps in the direction of your dreams. And I think sometimes it's hard to really kind of know what that looks like. I'm definitely a person who's like, okay, tell me. I hear what you're saying, but paint a picture for me. Show me what it looks like. What should it look like? And I did something today that I think will be a great kind of visual or practical for those who are really trying to figure out what it is you really want to do, be it in life or be it in your next season in life. You know, for me, in 2 years, all of my children will be in school. So I'm kind of thinking about, okay, what do I want life to look like within the next 2 years? And how can I begin to build towards that goal? And so I even made that same decision when I was working and had my second baby. I said, okay, what do I really want life to look like for me? And ultimately, at the end of the day, I wanted to be a wife and mama and just be more present for my children. And then that's when I left corporate, or worked, left the 9 to 5 cycle or job field to open up my own preschool, which was Lovely Day Academy. Now, back in May of last year, I shot a video here in my backyard where I was super excited and really looking forward to how I was going to expand on Lovely Day Academy, and really looking forward to sharing my gifts and services with my community. And at that point, it's interesting, I really didn't know what that would look like, but I knew that I was going to begin moving in that direction. And I believe when you have a goal, you really need to kind of put it out in the air, so that you yourself can begin to work towards that. So from that point, I really just began to think, okay, how can I begin to use my artistic abilities to create service to children? I mean, I love working with kids. That's what I did prior to moving, and that's really where I want to continue to expand my focus. And through that, I was able to link up with some pretty amazing people and begin moving in that direction. And now I've, taught a number of classes. I'm continuing to build on that and really just seeing how I can continue to build community through creative expression, one project at a time. So what I did today, my next goal, like I said, within the next 2 years, what I want life to look like. All of my kiddies will be in school. And so what do I want my time to look like? And ultimately, I have a personal goal of opening up my own art studio and center. And so for the past year, I would say for the past year, I've consistently looked at spaces, and I've, kind of have my vision book that I don't know if I've shown it, but maybe I'll do a video on that. And even setting out pictures of what I would love the space to look like. But in the meantime, of the visual side of it, I'm still continuing to teach classes. I'm still continuing to expand my reach in whatever kind of opportunities that are presented to me, because that is one step closer to my ultimate goal. But today I was able to schedule an appointment with a space that I've been interested in for I guess about 8 months. I don't know, since September to now. Actually, no, when was it? I think I saw it like back in the summer, and was looking to see if I received a grant in September to get the space. Now, I didn't get the grant, but again, applying for that grant was step in the right direction of what my ultimate goal would be. So anyway, so today I've been driving past the space, and I was like, I really want to get in there and look at it again. So yesterday I scheduled an appointment with the realtor, went in there today just to really catch a vision for what it is that I want to create. Now, I don't know if that will be the space or not, but what I do know is that you got to make steps towards the goal. So if you're not actively moving, then when opportunities come, you might miss out on them because your senses aren't aware. So, but the key is to not be afraid of taking the little steps. Sometimes the goal can seem so big and so far away that you're like, what's the point of doing one little thing? But as one of my mentors, Jeff Olson, teaches, is that it's the small, simple steps compounded over time that will yield a great harvest later on. And that's what the Bible teaches as well. So you want to begin to create an intention, set a focus for what your goal is, and then begin to work backwards step by step by step. So just to kind of summarize this, I think I'm going close to 5 minutes on this video, but to summarize, a little over 4 years ago, I was working, probably like 6 years ago now, I was working and wanted to become a more present wife and mama. that kind of was in the mix, didn't know how I was going to do that. An opportunity presented itself, and that's when I stopped working to stay home, opened up my own home preschool. I did that for 4 years. Within that time frame, I also partnered with another company because I thought, okay, at some point I wanted to not have my daycare and just be full-time with my children, and that's kind of the space where I am in right now. And then now I'm thinking, okay, what do I want this next phase of my life to look like when all of my kids are in school? So now I'm building up relationships, using my skill, sharing my gifts, so that in the future I can, if it's God's will, open up my own studio space. So because I don't know when that will be exactly, I can still begin to look and plan and get a vision for what I want those spaces to look like. So set a goal, set some action steps, work backwards, begin using little steps in the direction of the goal that you want to set. And what you'll find is that you're further along than you would have ever imagined. And opportunities will open themselves up to you quicker than you would even imagine also. So I hope this is helpful. Mama on a Mission signing out. Peace.